How to beat your opponent in a Scandinavian defense? How to understand what is important here and how to have fun to play this opening. I hope that after watching this video you are able to beat your opponent in this opening. My name is Petr Koutný and let's improve your chess. Let's have a fun and let's beat your opponent in this opening. So e4 and d5. This move is sometimes annoying. Sometimes we don't know what to play. But that's gone because now we take on d5 and black's got two answers. Knight f6 and queen d5. Queen d5 I am going to cover next time in the part number 2. So my advice, if you don't want to miss this video, press like and press subscribe button with bell. And next time you will have a notification when the part number 2 is ready. Right now, let's follow variation knight f6. And it's easy to understand, it's easy to play what white has to do. So white first d4 and now he's hurry with short castle. So doesn't matter what is black doing. You playing knight f3, bishop e2 and a short castle. That's a variation with g6. And the same setup is in variation bishop g4, bishop e2 and short castle. That's cool because for nearly all black's good answers we have same setup. It's important to understand and to remember that the move c4 we are playing after short castle. So right now we playing move c4 and the same in the variation with g6. g6, bishop e2, short castle and now c4. Simple and strong. So let's cover a variation with bishop g4. What I believe is the most popular variation here. So we know bishop e2, short castle, c4, knight b6 and now be ready for the show. Be ready for the fun because the best way how to go on and it's good to remember move knight c3. Okay, maybe now black believe that he's winning because usually black will take on f3 and say knight c4 or knight d4. Believe me, both these moves are not great and I believe that after these moves whites get amazing position and huge advantage. And usually after knight c4 white is going to play move queen a4, knight b6 and I don't believe that here white's got any sign of advantage. Black is absolutely fine. So don't play this position. Play something even stronger. So knight c4, d5 is amazing move because here black's king is sitting in the middle of the board and now you are going to open position. You are going to attack him and I'm sure that after this move your opponent is going to be surprised. What to do? Maybe he will take bishop d5, queen g4 and maybe rook e1. Black's position is hopeless. Believe me, black will not survive. Okay, so if not knight c4, so why not knight d4? Because bishop b7, bishop e4, and the theory will tell you that the best way how to go on is move f5. If not, you playing bishop e3 with good position. So f5 is a theory. Okay, say bishop e7. Here you can play move knight b5. What a wonderful move. And do you know why? because knight b5, you have bishop c6, and now you take two bishops, weak black pawns, and what a beautiful position for white. That's it. That's it. That's enough what you have to remember in this variation. Knight b5 is a move. So again, bishop f3, knight d4, take on b7, and after f5, knight b5. And again the same variation where I believe that white's got amazing position, two bishops, healthy pawn structure, and attack against everything what you can imagine. That's enough what you have to remember. That's a good variation, and that's the best way how to beat your opponent. I hope that you believe me, because we are still not at the end. So for one more time, e4, d5, take, and now d4, knight f3, bishop e2, short castle c4, knight c3, and knight c6. Okay, sideline, bishop g4, let's push, move c5, and very typical move, queen b3. You attacking on b7 and d5. Knight c3, b6, and bishop a3. Step by step, you are going to press your opponent. And what I love here is that this position is easy to play. It's easy to attack, and your opponent has a big difficulties. Believe me, not easy move here. So maybe c6. Now rook d1 and rook e1. Nice position, nice advantage, and you're doing well here. Okay, so say bishop, let's come back. Okay, variation again, bishop g4, c4, knight c3, and maybe bishop e7. c5 is working here as well. After knight d5, h3, and queen b3. Again, that's a strong, and what I love here that these two variations are not too far from each other. c5 and queen b3. That's a good plan for white. Say exchange on f3, why not? And knight d4 looks like, okay, white missed something or white blundered pawn. Don't worry, check on a4. And now rook d1. You're nearly winning. Bishop c5 and knight d5, rook d5, and bishop g5. Black will not survive. Again, you are in attack. You have two bishops in open position. Black's king is still in the middle of the board, and you have amazing advantage. So I hope that that's interesting. So maybe knight c3, bishop e7, c5, h3, and queen b3. It's enough to understand what's going on. Let's come back to variation with move g6, because that's I think all the variation. We play short castle, bishop e2, c4, knight c3, and say bishop g4. What do you think white is going to play? Of course, c5 and queen b3 again and again. The same setup is easy to play, easy to understand, and easy to beat your opponent, because now he has to play move b6, bishop a3, c6, and both rooks are going to d1 and e1. That's it. You know what to do. You understand how to play this opening. And I believe that this video is going to help you to beat your opponent in Scandinavian defense. If you like this video, if this video help you to beat your opponent, press like or press follow, and don't miss the part number 2 where I will show you queen d5, and believe me, you are going to surprise your opponent and you are going to beat him. Let's have a fun, and let's see next time. See you soon. Take care. and beat your opponent in this Scandinavian defense.